Bridge. My name is Mia.
And I'm William. Welcome to the final episode of the third season of the show that you know and love. Written by DeKalb students, produced by DeKalb students, and yes, performed by your loving DeKalb students. I am from Columbia High School.
And I am from Chamblee High. We have a great show for you today and a kickback that will discuss student freedoms.
I hate this episode.
Why?
It's the last one.
We'll be back.
Well, I'm gonna miss you.
Oh. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna miss all of the cast and crew.
Okay. Well, let's get on with our show.
Stay tuned.
I think it's important. We have rules everywhere we go. It is important to maintain a safe, orderly environment.
The cost of college in the U.S. has gone up 500% since 1985.
Our next performer has both beauty and talent.
Performing Jesus, please welcome to the stage
Xavi Elgin.
Let's go, young people. Y'all ready to celebrate Jesus with me? Come on, put your hands together. Hey! Come on, here we go. Yeah, yeah. Come on, let's make some noise. Hey! Yeah. Oh. Hey, the song just says, hallelujah to your name. You are Lord and King, I proclaim. King of kings and Lord of lords. When I call your name, I feel your presence more. Repeat after me, say, Jesus, Jesus, merciful. Let's do it again. Say, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, how I adore thee forever. Come on. Hey, hey, you are God forevermore. Yes, you are. Hey, hallelujah to your name. Yeah, you are Lord and King, I proclaim. King of kings and Lord of lords. When I call his name, I feel your presence. Hey, everybody say, Jesus, Jesus, merciful. Say it again, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, how I adore thee forever and more. Say, Jesus, Jesus, you're merciful. Hey, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, how I adore thee forever. Come on, here we go. You are God forever.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Around the World with your host, Micah Davis.
Latricia Elliott.
And we're here to provide you, the viewer, with 10 amazing facts about different countries that share this earth with us. Today, we have a special listing because we're reviewing the awesome facts about the United States. All right, let's get started.
College textbooks prices in the U.S. have risen faster than healthcare, housing, and inflation combined. I wouldn't be surprised if the amount of money you spent on textbooks goes beyond the tuition fees, but they should wait until I'm out of college to do that.
Speaking of college, the cost of college in the U.S. has gone up 500% since 1985. You know what? I'm going to look up college life hacks because I'm going to need to save as much money as I can.
Tumblr. In 1883, an amendment was proposed to rename the U.S. and the United States of Earth. Now, isn't that a bold statement? But the bad part about that was the acronym would be USE instead of USA. That just sounds nasty.
The United States spends more money per person on healthcare than any other developed country, yet the life expectancy of its citizens are below average. How do we explain something like that?
Processed food. Before the Holocaust, Hitler gave the U.S., Great Britain, and many other nations a chance to take in Jewish refugees. They refused. Now, don't just jump to the conclusion so fast. There's actually a story behind this. It's called Evane Conference. Look it up.
100 acres of pizza are served in the U.S. every day. How do we consume that much?
I don't. If you have $10 in your pocket and no debts, you are wealthier than 25% of Americans.
I'm wealthier than 25% of Americans then.
Me too.
Well, 1 in every 8 American workers are employed by McDonald's. Well, that's kind of believable since seeing how big a chain McDonald's are.
Nasty. 8 billion chickens are consumed in the United States every year. That's like chicken genocide. And what will we do without chickens?
Well, every tweet Americans send is being archived by the Library of Congress, and you thought your account was safe. I think again.
And these are 10 facts of the United States. I hope you guys learned something new. See you next time on Around the World.
Hey there, welcome back to The Bridge. I'm William from Columbia High School.
And I'm Mia from Chambly High.
And today on The Bridge with the pit crew, we'll be talking about student freedoms.
Do you think we have too many rules?
I definitely think we have too many rules, Mia.
Well, here we're going to talk about that with Susan McCauley, the principal of DeKalb School of the Arts.
And Miss Kisha Towns, who works here at the Department of Student Relations here in DeKalb County. So my first question to both of you, do you think that it is important for students, especially in high school, to have so many rules?
I think it's important. We have rules everywhere we go. It is important to maintain a safe and orderly environment wherever you are. So yes, I do think there are necessary rules to have.
I think high school students, you do know right from wrong, the things to do when you come into school and not do when you come into school. But there's some people that may not know that, and our job is to provide a safe and orderly environment for you to learn, as well as your neighbor to learn.
Well, how do you guys feel about that?
Well, me personally, I feel it's less about rules, more about policies, I guess you could say. Like one policy that I'm really against, not just for DeKalb County, but it's kind of like a trend going around the country, is like uniforms. And I hate that so much because I feel we're encouraged to be creative, we're encouraged to be our own individuals, we're encouraged to be our own selves and really stand out in this world. But again, They take one thing, our clothing, which shows our personality, which shows who we are as human beings. They take that away from us, and they make us dress just like everyone else.
I have to disagree with you, Kendall. I actually like the uniform policy that they implemented into schools. I say it's eliminating another factor of like harassment or judgment or anything like that, and I mean, I just like wearing uniforms and looking professional and everybody looking the same. I'm not trying to take away your individualism, but I'm just making things more orderly.
But
Bernie's older than the rest.
At the same time, we're still kids. I mean, of course, with teenagers there comes more responsibility and more handling yourself in an adult way, but at the same time, we're not dead yet.
Well, yeah, you can
So
do that
why
at
do we
home,
have,
though.
I know, but still, why do we have to maintain that strict professional conduct at school when we're supposed to be ourselves, when we're supposed to be able to learn in a creative, free, structured environment? Exactly. I feel they take us away of creativity and individualism, some tools that we'll definitely need going into the real world, and the fact that they constantly try to defend it, it's just preposterous to me.
Well, one thing I want you to know is that we don't have a uniform policy in DeKalb County School District. What happens with the uniforms is usually they'll get a community consensus about the uniforms if parents are in agreement with the uniform, staff and students. Now, sometimes that decision is made, and certainly you would have to abide by those specific school rules, but it is not a policy, so a uniform is not mandatory. And remember, I have a uniform that I must wear every day to school. Now, if I'm going into a school, you don't expect to see me in jeans and, a t-shirt. So being a professional person, that uniform may not look like a polo and khakis, but it may be a professional dress that is the uniform. So just keep in mind whenever, and you guys are very professional young people, keep in mind when you're in a professional setting, there is a uniform. It may not be a specific uniform, but there is a uniform to wear to look like you are a responsible person able to make good decisions.
Right, but even at the highest level of education, college, if they do not wear uniforms and they're able to express that creativity openly and dress however they please, why can't we? And it seems like, in my opinion, they listen to everyone. They listen to the adults, they listen to the parents, they listen to the school district, they listen to our representatives. But the one people who they never listen to, the people who it matters the most, is the students. They think that we don't have a say. They think that we'll go along for whatever they have, and that we automatically like it and we should buy from it. But that's not the truth. We have emotions about it, we have thoughts and ideas about it, but when we try to open our mouths and speak our piece, it seems like we're automatically coming off as ungrateful or complaining and trying to disrespect authority, but that's not the case. We should be able to openly express our viewpoints and be listened to instead of constantly being brushed off.
I think with one thing is that I know what you're saying, but I feel as though if you consistently see a disconnect between your communication and what you would like to get changed, I feel as if you still have that problem, that it might be a better decision to go somewhere else where the rules might be a little more lenient, or they don't have a uniform policy, because there are many schools in Georgia, period. And I feel as though if there's a particular school that you don't feel fits you or fits your personality, then I feel as though you have that opportunity to change or go somewhere else.
Well, that was a great discussion. Sadly, this segment is over of the kickback. It was great talking to you guys, and we had a fun time.
We'll catch you here later on the bridge.
What's up, guys? I'm Kayla.
And I'm Tatiana, and today we're discussing time management. Even though it's not the easiest thing to master, successfully managing your time will leave you room to have fun.
First, remember that your academic work should always come first when it comes to prioritizing your time. Pay attention to things like what time your classes, what assignments are due, and when are your major exams or quizzes. Keep appointments for yourself just like you would anything else on your calendar. Also, be diligent in checking for your email and mailbox communications from the college. It also helps to stay organized. Keep track of your things so that you can get to it as soon as you need it.
Second, and the most fun, is managing your personal time. Doing things that make your personal time more enjoyable and not totally focused on school can actually improve your productivity when working on projects later. Learning to say no, or I need to study, can be one of the best skills you learn early on when it comes to managing your time well.
Third is managing your health, specifically sleep. When your schedule becomes overbearing, one of the first things you require is a good night's rest. However common it may be among college students, a consistent lack of sleep can be detrimental to your health. It can throw off everything. It can throw everything out of whack, basically. Your mental health, your physical health, your stress level, and of course your schedule. Take a few moments at the beginning of every week to plan out your homework, your social time, and your sleep.
I agree. It would also help to make sure you get a good night's sleep at least a couple days a week if you can. Naps work too, at least they do for me.
Last is getting help when you need it. Like we've mentioned before, time management isn't always something that becomes naturally. It is best mastered with much practice.
The best time to manage your time is to have a system. Some students use the calendars on their phones or personal computers, while others may prefer the classic paper calendar model. If one of these doesn't work for you, don't give up. Try something else. Many campuses offer help with time management because of its challenges. Try talking with your academic advisor or on-campus tutoring center.
Also, you can always look at the students around you who manage their time successfully.
This has been Tatiana
and Kayla
with What's the Move.
Hi, I'm Corey from Southwest DeKalb, and today on Parenting 101, we have a question from Superfood 222. She says, I make my children lunch every day, but notice that they don't always eat it. They'll say they're too busy or forget to eat it. And this worries me because food is a fuel and they need it to do well. How can I get them back on track? Well, first, give them a smoothie. Smoothies in the morning are great aspects that keep them moving and are very convenient. As well, make sure that they eat breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Also, talk to your kids about what they want to eat. Maybe what you're packing isn't exactly what their interest is, and keep them moving. Make sure that the meals are convenient. Make sure it doesn't slow them down. Maybe there's not a microwave at school. Maybe a sandwich and a bag of chips will be easier to do. We hope that this answered your question on Parenting 101.
Hey there and welcome back to The Bridge. My name is Zion and I go to Columbia High School.
And I'm Corey from Southwest DeKalb. Today on our kickback, we'll be talking about Famous.
Wow!
We have a special guest, Tahira Wright, who is an entertainment and music publicist. So my first question for you is, of course, the first thing that pops to my mind with Famous Why is the entire Kardashian family. Can you guys agree?
Yeah.
And you work with real celebrities every day, such as Ludacris, T.I. So tell me what your take is on why
B.O.B. Can't forget B.O.B.
Well, I think that there's a difference between famous and infamous, and I think that the Kardashians are more so infamous just because of some of the scandals that they've gone through in the media, but they've also developed that into a brand with reality TV and their stores and all of the products and apps and things that they have out there. But I think that the difference with someone that is, I guess, purely famous, like some of the clients that I've worked with, is that there's a basis for a specific talent. Whether they're a recording artist or an actor, there's a foundation for a specific talent that you can identify, versus now you see a lot of people that are famous because of social media or things like that.
And so basically, all they do is ride the wave. Everybody say it, ride the wave, like that.
So when you get on Instagram and you see these people with 14K followers, do you consider them famous?
Someone with 14K followers follow me, I think it's fake, so I don't follow them back and I don't let them follow me.
So you think they bought their followers?
Yeah.
Now this one way to determine it. If they have 14K followers, but they only have 22 likes on a picture.
Fake pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fake.
That's not famous. So can you give me a quick description of what famous and infamous is? Like, are people on Instagram with all these followers infamous? Because they're getting news coverage in the news like this.
It depends.
Right.
I believe it depends on what they're doing on their Instagram. Some people may follow them for negative reasons. That would mean they would be infamous. And so if somebody is following them for a positive reason, of course, that would be them being famous or, things of that nature.
Right. Yeah, because some girls, this girl on Instagram or whatever, she was irrelevant at first, but now she has a BET show with her sisters. Her name India or something.
Oh, the Westwoods.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I think if they're famous because they're good looking or they're pretty, I think that's people follow them for the wrong reasons.
See, I think that's hilarious because at my school there's this girl who's not really known at all, but you follow her on social media and she has 13,000 followers, and about 2,000 likes per picture. So I'm just like, well, what's going on? Everybody, oh, she IG famous. She IG famous.
Who are
so.
you?
And that's true. I think that there's also a difference between being famous and then being a celebrity, because any person nowadays, especially with social media, can have 15 minutes of fame. Whether you put up a Vine video that gets that goes viral, as they say, and then everyone knows who you are, and then it becomes a big thing. But then once it dies down, people kind of forget about who that person is. But then celebrities, like I said, you're working off of a talent. So your next movie or the next album that you drop, that kind of keeps your celebrity alive.
You're only as great as your last hit.
Right.
Exactly. There it
is that, you know, having all these people who have absorbed this 15 minutes of fame kind of thing really cheapens the value of having a talent and having something that you can fall back on that you trained for, whereas people are getting money and getting accolades.
So how do you guys feel you're all in high school, and so how do you guys feel about seeing people that are famous for virtually nothing, or do you feel pressure to have a certain amount of followers on social media and engagement, or to look a certain way because of people that might have a ton of followers because
of appearances? For me, I know it's a fine line between both, because I know at my school, if I don't look a certain way, people aren't going to listen to me, and that's just one of the challenges that you have to face as a woman, period. But I honestly use my looks to get that person's attention and then go on and talk about what I'm talking about, because when I open my mouth, then they'd be like, wow, she's, intelligent. It's a shock to them. So, I mean, you can use it for your beneficial ways, and then you can counter it sometimes. It's how you play it. It's all a game. Right. It's one big old game. So
you just can't lean on that. Having intelligence, being experienced in whatever your craft is gonna be the thing that carries you on. Because I've seen a ton of pretty faces or cool people that don't last because they're not able to back up what they're doing.
Well, for me, I think it's important because I like acting to really push my acting.
That is all the time that we have. Tune in next time here on The Bridge.
Up next, we have a fellow cast member performing again.
Inspired by her dad's old performance to the song, please welcome to the stage Amir Dorothy.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor girl. And y'all, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man way down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on the run. Oh, mother, tell your children